Hey, good evening everybody. Just doing some garden workout here. Trimming up our tomatoes. If you know what you know. If you know, you know. If not, be ready for a quick video coming out in the next day or two about tomatoes. We are just deheaded a bunch of our tomato plants. Yeah, I'll spoiler it. So in the next probably 3 to 4 weeks here, or sooner, who knows, we might have our first frost. We have a big problem right now. So you probably see it right there. A lot of our tomatoes are still green. If you like green tomatoes, we really don't. We want to decapitate. We want to cut all the tops off of our tomatoes. We also want to do this, and I already did it. We want to stop all of the water going to our tomatoes. The reason why we want to do this is because we want to stress these out so they stop growing, so they stop producing the flowers, stop producing the seeds necessary, so then these guys will turn. So we don't like green tomatoes here, so we're not going to pick them. My mom does. I already gave her a bunch, but we don't like green tomatoes, so we want these tomatoes to turn green. So we did it to our cherry tomatoes as well. Eat that guy. So these guys were about that tall. Just to start chopping them down. Eliminate the water going to them as well. So like I said, the next couple, I don't know, maybe 3 to 4 weeks or sooner, who knows, we might have our first frost. And it will definitely kill our tomatoes. It'll kill all of our basil. We got a lot of basil plants. Let those grow a little bit more. I've been picking a lot of that, making a lot of pesto. But actually likes the cold weather here for us. There's our celery root right here. I'm going to continue to have these guys grow. Probably pull them out soon. I haven't checked them for a while. Just want to make sure they're not getting rotten or anything. They look pretty good. Got to get some more. Want to get some more lettuces growing here in the hoop house. With the protection in here, it'll protect a lot of those hard frosts, a lot of the cold weather. Like, sorry, not the cold. We get the cold in here, but it protects a lot of the frost. So one thing that we're going to be pulling out this weekend is our turmeric and ginger. So we got some ginger in here, and we got turmeric here. So we're going to go ahead and get these pulled out this weekend. It's kind of crazy. We got our AC going. And about, 3 to 4 weeks, we're going to start freezing. Crazy weather. But we got our beans growing pretty good right now here in the hoop house. Hopefully we'll get some soon. But other things out here that are going to start dying off really quick, it's going to be our cucumbers. We can already see we're starting to lose some color on the plants here. But these guys finally took off. You've been following me for a while. You know I've had a really hard time growing my cucumbers this year, and these guys finally took off. So looking forward to get a little colder too. Hopefully my Brussels sprouts will start playing nice. I got some good ones down here. But then over here on this guy, they're not really staying together. So I've already decapitated these guys. So I start diverting all the energy. I'm going to start ripping some more of these leaves off as they grow up. What we'll probably end up doing is these ones that are growing all funky style, we'll probably just eat these in some salads. Bunch of our green beans we started pulling out. They're starting just to die out. You can see they're changing colors pretty good. We've had a really good green bean harvest this year. So we're gonna just pick these up and throw these over in the compost bin. I find my wife says our raspberries chopped liver. Raspberries are doing pretty good.
Pretty good?
Red raspberries.
I got a bunch of golden.
Our golden raspberries, we moved these guys this year. These didn't do that good. But the red raspberries, these guys have been rocking it this year. So nice little raspberry patch we have. These green beans here, I knew those ones were going to be dying. So about a month ago, I started planting these guys to get another round of green beans in. And then the peas, we just had no luck with peas. Peas just did not grow this good, grow that well this year. Let me know if you had issues growing peas this year too. I don't know. I normally don't have an issue growing peas, but peas just did not like us this year. So, we picked all of our peaches off of our peach trees. You might have saw earlier, we finally got some watermelon coming. You just want to check on this guy. This guy's doing pretty good. Got another one in here somewhere. There's another one right there. And then we got a cantaloupe in here. This one's going to be interesting to get to because it's in between two different fences. Looking at some pears over here. You got some pears over here. Oh, great. Oh yeah, that's a nice looking pear. That guy's ready. He's ready.
Yeah, just lift up.
Oh, just pop them straight up and they come right off. But this pear tree is massive here. It's a dwarf pear tree. It's not going to get any taller. I'll make sure it doesn't get any taller. I prune all of my fruit trees myself, so I'll keep this guy under control. This pear tree is as high as it's going to get. We got another one over here.
Yeah, but I don't know if the dog.
The Piper. Piper, you eating pears?
Piper likes pears.
Yeah, well, it's right in her area, so she can jump up there.
Not that she's trying to eat.
Yeah, okay. See, look at her right now. She's trying to eat them.
She knows what's good. Right, Pipe?
So, well, look at all of our pears. So this pear tree, I can't remember which one this is, but we harvest this one later in the year than we harvest that one. So that one's our Bartlett pears. This one we harvested in like July. This one over here, we wait right before it starts to frost, right before at the end of the year. We made the mistake last year of harvesting them too early, and they were crap. So yeah, so the pears don't ripen after you pull them off. This pear doesn't. Well, they didn't for us. So we wanted to wait until the pears are actually ready to pull off now. Oh man, look at all of these.
But they're not all ready.
So I'm gonna have to cut all of these guys off. All these new shoots. So when you're pruning your trees, all of these new shoots coming straight up. In the springtime, we're gonna go ahead and prune all of these shoots going straight up. We don't want any of those. So we gotta do a lot of pruning on this fruit tree, on this pear tree. We'll be doing all of that here in the spring. Definitely can tell fall's coming because our cherry tree is starting to lose all of its leaves. Cherry tree, this is mature. This cherry tree again. All of our trees, pear tree, cherry tree, pear tree in the backyard. These are all dwarf trees. These are as tall as they're gonna get. That one we wanted to We want this one to kind of fill out a little bit more. So again, I prune all of these myself, so I'm trying to work on it. Like, I'm going to keep this guy going out here, keep this one. This branch was growing straight up, so I cut this one off. It's all about shaping your trees to how you want them to look in the future. It's pretty difficult, but as you do it, you can figure it out. These are our patio peach trees. Again, small. We don't have a huge yard here, so we really can't have gigantic trees. Plus, we got to have room for Piper and the girls to run around still. So, starting to get dark here pretty quick. See, the sun is setting behind us. Hope you all have a good night. Make sure I forget these guys. If I got to do any more cutting, I got some broccoli here. I'll probably go in and cut that off right there. Probably cut these off probably tomorrow. Those ones already flowered. Sometimes can't get to them fast enough. Gonna have to do some work to some of these blackberries. So again, this one is another one that you start shaping for next year. So all of this new growth you see, sorry, I'm gonna put these scissors away. All of these new growth you see, these are all gonna have blackberries for next year. So I gotta figure out if I really want what I want to do with these. I hate cutting them off, but I want them to grow that way and this way. I really can't have them grow this way. I'm just gonna go right into where we sit. I want them to kind of do an arch. Pretty much all of our blackberries are done. I do like walking through here though. I do like the arch. One of my favorite areas in the garden is walking right through here. Sometimes you get some nice views. The sun setting, walking through your garden. I always wanted something to grow through here, like an arch, but I always could never get something. I always wanted like melons or something to grow through here. So I've actually started weaving the blackberries. So I'll just kind of help coax these blackberry branches. That guy's not big enough. Oh yeah, he is. It's going to be difficult to do with one hand, so I'll come back later. But these blackberry branches, I kind of get through the arch here. Like I said, I really like walking through here. A lot of these ones shooting straight out, I'll end up probably just cutting those off. It's difficult to cut them off, but when I do my pruning, anything that's going straight outwards, I always go ahead and just cut. I really need my pruners, not these snips right now. But I was using these snips, and some of you are joining me. I was using these snips. Man, it's getting dark. I'm having a hard time seeing it. I was using these snips to clean up my tomato plants here. This will be posted here soon, so you'll see why. You'll see why we were doing that. So, yeah, losing daylight fast here. It goes really fast here at this time of the year. So, gonna do some work this Saturday, primarily in the hoop house. And my hoop house is I'll be able to grow until probably about mid-November. So that gives me a couple more months here gives me a couple more months here in the hoop house. I'll be able to grow. I mean, my lettuces are starting to pop up. Got some lettuces right there. God, that scared the poop out of me. I have a toad in here. Holy cow. It's getting dark. I have a hard time seeing when it starts getting dark. I just had a toad over there move around and scared the poop out of me. I don't know if you can see it over here too. It's getting pretty dark. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. I'm not gonna be able to get this. And I don't even know if I could turn a light on with this. But anyway, I got some lettuces here. Let me get out of here before something else jumps in front of me and I have a heart attack. But I'm going to be doing some work here in the hoop house this weekend on Saturday, so you can be assured I'll be posting some stuff about that. Maybe we'll go live again. Gonna pick probably all of our celery this weekend. So probably get a lot of our basil, a lot of it's seeding. Might save some of the seeds for next year. But I'm gonna head inside here. Hope you guys have a great night. We'll talk to you later and keep growing.